Spoilers are coming!
Hello, hello, hello. I'm Jon Snhuw.
And I'm Daeserys.
And you're watching GOTV.
Coming up this week, oh my god, did you see that Lannister Dothraki dragon battle?
Jon tries out his signature move, bringing a woman into a cave to try and persuade her to help him out.
And Arya gives Brienne a throttling, but who cares? Because Daenerys and Drogon burned everyone alive.
Hello and welcome to another episode of GOTV. Now this is usually the point in the show where we talk about several things that happened in the episode you just watched.
Like, say, Arya's epic Winterfell homecoming, the Onion Knight's devastating wit, or Bran's angsty descent into clairvoyant puberty.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I thought that Iron Bank storyline was pure gold.
But as scintillating as Cersei's mortgage repayment plan was, let's face it, all anyone wants to talk about is that epic dragon battle.
I mean, can you blame them? It kind of overshadows the whole episode, right?
I mean, Dany finally took what was hers in Fire and Blood from the Lannisters. I mean, she's taken it from quite a few people in Fire and Blood before now, but I mean, that didn't matter.
Yeah, and I mean, we're finally seeing the potential of dragons on the battlefield. This is something that we've kind of been teased, right, since Series 1. We've heard these dragons are like the Westerosi equivalent of weapons of mass destruction. We've heard how deadly they've been in battle before, but now we're finally seeing it. I mean, it's incredible. It's kind of scary, it's kind of brutal and grim, but it's really, really incredible stuff to watch. My
one issue is the number of horses that had to fictionally die in order for that epic dragon battle to happen.
Nay.
Nay is right. And the fact that Drogon got injured. Come on, Bronn.
Yeah, no horses or dragons were harmed in the making of this episode.
Certainly hope not.
But yeah, no, it was a funny one because, like you say, you do kind of end up supporting both sides, right? In your case, you support the poor horses and the big dragon. In other people's case, they might think, I don't want Bronn to die, I don't want Daenerys to die. You kind of end up in this weird headspace where you kind of want everyone to be okay. It's strange. I mean, even Jaime Lannister, right, who kind of looks like he might meet his end, I'm kind of quite ambivalent. I don't want him to go.
I know, but I think, speaking of Bronn, he was definitely like the most valuable player of this episode.
Oh yeah.
He made some cracking jokes when Dickon Tarly rode into screen. I mean, just laughing like we all did, really, behind the scenes. Maybe that was just me. And he, of course, saved Jaime. Well, I don't know if he saved him or possibly sent him to a grim death at the bottom of a lake. But I mean, he did kill 2 more horses on the way. Yeah. Come on, Bronn.
As grim deaths go, I think, is drowning better than burning alive? Write in and let us know. But yeah, no, it was really, really funny. And I love that bit where he crossbows the Dothraki right through the sternum.
Painful.
Probably, yes.
Not as painful as watching the Dothraki take the leg off a horse, though. He got what was coming to him.
I mean, really, we kind of, it's hard to move on to other stuff from this episode because that was such a big moment. But there was actually quite a lot of other stuff.
Yeah,
right?
like Brienne and Arya going head to head. I mean, that was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, these are characters we've sort of seen grow and change over the years. But they're quite similar, right? They're both kind of sword-wielding maidens. I think that's the thing, you know. But then you see them battle and you see them, you know, whack out these great skills like mine.
I wouldn't like to see him go up against Arya Stark. I mean, we wouldn't have another episode of this show if he did.
It would be Brienne. Yeah?
Speaking of 2 people going head to head, Dany and Jon, usually at each other's throats, kind of seem like they might be at each other's, well, let's not go there.
This is a family show.
Let's just say he was looking at her good heart.
Yeah, I love that. No, it's just funny because this is another thing that's been teased for a while, right? This sort of Dany-Jon romance. Which is weird because I think they're aunt and nephew, but they don't know that. And in Westeros terms, that's pretty legit.
We have a dramatic reconstruction of Dany and Jon's interactions so far, which we will say was recorded quite late at night.
Jon Snhuw, bend the knee. Fetch my dragons.
Now, I'm not going to say much other than someone needs to get that girl a copy of Westeros Women's Weekly, because that'll tell you how to get a man down on one knee.
Yeah, I think I'm fairly invested in this, as their relationship. I thought it would be lame, but I actually think they've done it quite well. I'm kind of into it, not in a weird way.
Johnny? Who knows?
Daenerys.
We'll find out next week.
Now, we've had a sneak peek at next week's episode, and we've got 3 questions.
Like father, like daughter, has Dany gone power mad?
What will happen when the White Walkers march on Eastwatch?
And can Drogon convince Jon to finally bend that knee?
Get the answers to all of these questions and so much more of our increasingly classy Game of Thrones analysis right here next week.
Same dragon time, same dragon channel.
And meanwhile, you can keep up with all things Thrones all day, every day at the home of TV and entertainment news, radiotimes.com.
Thanks for watching. Gotta fly.